Hello, Jaguar students. It's your friendly neighborhood math teacher, Mr. Allred, and I would like to welcome you back from your holiday break and also welcome you here to Unit 5, mini lesson number 4 on translating words into math expressions and equations. Today, we're going to take word problems, okay, and we're actually going to take those word problems and rewrite them as a math expression or equation. If it's an equation, we'll probably go and then solve that equation that we have written from the word problem for a missing variable. Okay, so today's learning goal is you should be able, by the end of today's lesson and really by the end of tomorrow's practice in small groups, you should be able to translate between words and math expressions and equations. Okay, this is your sixth answer in the table of contents, Unit 5, mini lesson number 4, translating into equations. Let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to list a couple of word phrases that can be translated into equations. We're going to fill in this chart below with words that mean each mathematical operation. Okay, so our key terms for addition, there could always be more terms, obviously, in this list. And if you come across any more words that you think might mean addition or subtraction, multiplication or division, you can always add them in this chart. So this is not an exhaustive, comprehensive list, just a couple of words that might mean addition in a word problem. Sum, add, together, plus, or total. Those are words that might indicate addition to you if you're reading a word problem. Some words that might mean subtraction, difference, minus, subtract, less. Those words might definitely mean subtraction if you're reading a word problem and you're trying to translate it into an expression or equation. For multiply, you might see words like product, times, or groups. You'll certainly see other words, and like I said, this list does not have everything in it. You can always add if you see something else while you're working. And for division, we might use words like quotient, divided, split, or groups. So you might use the word groups for multiplication or division. Kind of depends upon the context. It's a good thing you're paying attention to Miss Mertz's English class and know about context clues. So what I'm going to do for you is these first four. I'm going to try to translate these word phrases into mathematical expressions for you. I'm going to do the first three, and then I'm going to ask you to try number 4, and I'll explain each of them. Okay, if you saw something that said 6 less than x, remember that the word less means minus, and this is saying that it is 6 less than x. So x has to come first. It's 6 less than x minus 6. If you put 6 minus x, that would be x less than 6, but this says 6 less than x. So I put x minus 6, and I'm done translating that. If you saw something that said the product of 3 and m, the word product, like we said, means multiply. You can write that as 3m. You could write it as 3 times m with a multiplication sign. You could use parentheses, but this is a very efficient way to write that, a coefficient and a variable next to it. Number 3 says 7 more than the difference of 14 and the number m. So it's got two things in there. 7 more than means add, and difference means subtract. The difference of what? Oh, well, the difference of 14 and a number m, 14 minus m, and it's 7 more than that. So it says 7 more than the difference of 14 and m. Remember that addition is commutative, so you could write that in either order you wanted to. You could write it like this. That would be, you can write an and symbol actually. You could write it like this, or like the way we first wrote it. So either of those would be acceptable ways to write that expression. I want you to try number 4 on Ed Puzzle. Number 4 says 3 times the sum of 4 times the number and 6. This one's a little bit harder, but I want you to try on Ed Puzzle right now. Okay, great effort there. That's awesome. Okay, since it says 3 times the sum, okay, two math words back to back like that, that tells us that we're going to multiply, and we're going to multiply a sum, like the distributive property. So we're going to multiply a sum, 3 times the sum. We got multiplication right here, and then a sum right here. We're going to multiply the sum, 3 times the sum of 4 times the number and 6. So I can write 4 times the number, like 4n, 3 times the sum of 4 times the number and 6. I can write it just like that. It's distributed. And then I could simplify it if I wanted to, or it might end up being an equation. Tomorrow in class, we're going to try 5, 6, and 7. The only thing we're going to do right now in these notes is we're going to look at number 1 on the back. We're going to try this first practice problem. Number 1 says 17 more than 5 times the number is, the word is means equal, and it says 17 more than 5 times the number. So that number is our variable. We don't know the number, so we're going to call it n. And it says 17 more than means add, 5 times the number 5n. So 17 more than 5 times the number is, that's the equal part, negative 23. If you subtract 17 from both sides, you get negative 40. And you can divide both sides by 5, and you get negative 8. The number has to be negative 8. If you substitute it back into your equation, 5 times negative 8 is 40, plus 17 is negative 23. You would have a correct substitution there. So that for now, that's it. That's how you translate from words into mathematical expressions and equations. We'll definitely work more tomorrow to finish that. For now, that's all you need to do. Thanks so much. Remember, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. Have a great day. Thanks.